Welcome to the Chapter 9 summary of Butler's DMT Field Guide. The title of this chapter is Public Announcement, Love Thy Neighbor. I've mentioned multiple times how this is the book that I never thought I'd be writing, and this is definitely the chapter that I never thought that I'd be writing. Not only did I have such hatred and disgust towards myself, but also to society in general and to other people around me. So to have the final chapter of my book be titled this is a true testament to the transformation and perspective shift that's happened to me. This chapter is only 2 pages long, so I'm just going to read it as I wrote it in the book. Public Announcement, Love Thy Neighbor. My painful experience with mental depression and having suicidal thoughts ultimately transformed my understanding of the importance of human-to-human interaction and the power of sharing love. In my year or so of traveling the country, I drove from Rhode Island to California twice, visited Kansas City, Missouri, not Kansas, don't get the two confused, like 8 times, stopped at most major cities on my way from Maine to Miami, hung out in the Cascade Mountains, Rocky Mountains, and the Blue Ridge Mountains, lived on the beach in Northern California for 2 weeks, spent days roaming the streets of Las Vegas, meditated in Mexico for over a week, and slept in a nice hotel in Canada, to name a few places. Along my travels, I had intimate and personal conversations with people who lived in the city, the country, the swamps, the mountains, and the desert. I shared hugs and tears with young women, old men, several cats and dogs, as well as a bunch of trees. I heard stories of success and goals achieved, as well as tales of devastation and crushed dreams. I had dinner with millionaires overlooking the Pacific Ocean at luxury restaurants, as well as shared joints with homeless wanderers in piss-filled streets. Every individual that I had the good fortune to interact with all had the same basic need and desire to be appreciated as a unique individual, listened to, respected, and loved. This sounds so basic, but the majority of people today do not even know how to appreciate, listen to, respect, and love themselves, let alone their neighbors. Once I experienced what the power of love did for my own psyche and well-being, I knew I would spend the rest of my life trying to help as many people as I could break the cycle of self-hatred and hatred of others by simply showing them the power of love. My year-long spiritual journey and personal sabbatical began full of hate, anger, and despair. It ended overflowing with love, joy, and hope. I shared my pain, flaws, and rawness with random strangers, and in return, they comforted me with stories of their own struggles and life challenges. Over time, I realized how important the companionship, help, and love of other humans was to my own self-recovery. By drawing strength from the people around me, I was able to get my life back in order. By sharing my tears, hugs, and empathy with others, I was able to continue the cycle. I used to shy away from both giving and receiving love due to pain associated with past traumas. I now try to share love with everyone I cross paths with. Martin Luther King Jr. stated, quote, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that." I used to wallow in darkness and hate, but now I frolic in light and love. Please do your part to love thy neighbor. You never know when you will be that neighbor that needs love. With love, Adam Butler.